Sundar, today all of us and then everyone here in some way is a participant to this. Also, India has a very fast-growing startup economy, startup ecosystem. We have some phenomenal entrepreneurs, and Google has played an active role in nurturing this ecosystem. Going forward, I would like to ask you, how do you see the digital India playing a role in the growth of the startup economy here in our country?
Look, first of all, thanks for having us. It's an honor to have Minister Vaishnav here as well. Real pleasure to be here. Every time I come, the sophistication of the India startup ecosystem, it's measurably improving. Part of what we have done with the India Digitization Fund is increasingly focusing on our investments towards startups from India, like Glance. And, these companies are getting noticeable scale. And increasingly, as you heard earlier, we have announced a $300 million fund with a focus. 1/4 of the fund will go towards startups led by women or startups which are focused on bridging the gender divide. I think, to me, the opportunity India has, if you look at the US as a market, the reason startups are successful is when they build something, they have an access to a 300 million plus market. And it's easy to build something which scales across the entire country. This hasn't always been true in places like Europe because you have to scale across 26 markets, and it's tough for a startup to get that scale. I think that's the opportunity India has. How do you make sure a startup can easily scale across the entirety of an Indian market? So I think those are all ways by which policies can help, and we can play a role as well. But, there is no better time to do a startup than the current moment. Even though we are working through a macroeconomic moment like this, companies like Google were created in moments of a downturn. So I think, I'm very bullish about it over time.